Hello. I figured I'd just go live and have some crafts done. Have them in chat if anybody wants to come up. I am going to put the link in the chat and I'll try to remember to go post it. I have to go back to my channel. I'm on my old computer, so it takes it forever to open up Windows. And this is back. So it takes it forever to open up Windows. There we go. There it is. So now I can pin it to the top. Get message. There we go. Well, let me see if I can get this. I'll be able to reach it. See, I made it so I don't think I can get a chair through here. And I've been using a different stool type thing. A bar stool. Oh! I might get this through. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't have to worry about falling off of it again. Oh, shoot. Yeah, but it doesn't move on this carpet. That's only bad thing. Okay. So what I'm doing today is I'm separating all my scraps. Now I have let me see where the camera is. I don't know which camera's on. Looks like this camera, right? Oh, okay, that's on delay. That's why. I'm looking at the wrong camera angle. Here we go. There we go. I think I want this one. I don't think I want the other one. Let's look and see. I can do it that way. I want it. No, it ain't gonna stay like that. Nah. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't like that one. Let's see. I have 3 different kinds of cameras on here, so 3 different angles. Let's get baggy. Oh, shoot. I don't know what I want to do with these. I'll figure it out. Probably going to have to run some string in it. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I don't think I have anything on. Let me make sure.
Well, just make sure your brain's on, okay?
Well, I want to make sure we don't have any echoes.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I
I
did
don't,
them echoes to myself too. So,
yeah, I don't have my sound on YouTube, so we're good.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
There's
echoes,
Edna. She,
echoes
she's good.
suck.
Huh?
Echoes suck.
Yeah. Edna, are you okay? You coming up, honey? I know you had a busy day today, but
Yeah, she was talking about coming up.
okay.
I'm just kind of here.
Well, honestly, that's all I am anymore.
Uh, well, I'll end up with the giggles because I'm tired.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Oh, I will. I'll end up with the giggles.
So
And
I went.
I know
Yeah.
I do, and I can't help it.
Yeah. I went to and deposited my money in the checking account,
Ugh.
and I went up to Lowe's and got some containers. That's what these things are in front of me. I want to separate as much as I can of all this scraps, you know, and
Edna, you have to click the link in the chat here to come up.
yeah, I have it pinned at the top. Yeah, I have it pinned at the top. What did I do with the? Oh, there it is. Okay, now add her. Oh, darn it! There she is.
Yeah, I was backstage. I could hear you guys.
I
Yeah.
couldn't see. You just popped on right now.
Yeah, there I am.
Yeah.
Only for a little bit. Huh?
Shoot. I even have projects in here that I still have the pins in. How about that?
Be careful if you
Yeah,
have pins in there.
that's why I'm taking everything apart and um make them separated of the colors and as much as I can. Right now I'm just doing this is all prints, this is heavy material, this is whatever I put in there. But mainly I've been just pretty much reorganizing myself because I keep getting myself unorganized, you know?
I I I wouldn't know how to even
Start that.
get organized. Just
I told you, I'm gonna come down there one of these days, and I mean, like, I love to organize.
well, when I get room,
You know,
it really sucks when you have half your house just,
yes, I
you
know
know,
that.
gone
Well,
and in limbo. So it is what it is. We suck it up. We deal with it. We move on.
yep, yep, and
You know,
that's hey, I, I've had it done to me too. I mean, as far as my house and that.
well,
Um,
you do for family. That's
yep,
all you can do.
and that's the whole truth. Um, so I want to show you what I bought. I don't know if you were there when I bought them. And my friend Rhonda loves the Dead, and she's like really, really upset that I cut the Dead's t-shirts. Hey, said they were worth over $600 a shirt.
Their t-shirts.
Well, it's a beta. I liked it. I liked the graphics, so I bought them. But let me switch cameras because this camera is not going to be up too good for it.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
I
Let's see. Let's do it this way. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll look and see what we got, how we're doing it. But here's some of the graphics.
I think they're cool.
Okay.
Grateful Dead.
Yeah, they're all Grateful Dead. And what I'm thinking about doing is making a cloth book out of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But I know she's going to flip out. She never wants me to make her anything, but I know she'll take this no matter what. And here's the last one. But I bought these, and I mean, like, I totally love it that I can do this for her, you know? And that's who I am. I love to do things for other people. Oh, I'll put that right
I need to get it up on my phone in case anyone comes in to chat. I haven't seen anybody yet.
No,
Yeah,
I don't see no one in. No one really comes here to mine anymore, so I. That's why I don't worry about it.
they will.
That's why I pretty much have late night stuff. Those people are desperate for some entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bag. How do you?
Let me see. I gotta figure out how to do this.
Is Daddy going to take you for a walk before he goes to work? No. One just ain't enough. Haven't you figured that out yet? You don't go to work for about an hour.
Hi, Norma. Come on up, Norma.
Somebody has an echo.
That's me. Probably. I'm doing that stupid thing.
Do what?
Somebody has an echo and a delay.
Mm. Poor ladybug.
What happened?
Well, she's got to be what, 13, 14? Yeah. She's my old lady. Leave her alone. She'll kick your ass. She ain't gonna take nothing off of Jack either. She beat Jack. She ain't scared of him. Let's see. Put that there. I know I still gotta rest all that. I gotta find my cord. And it's right here. Nope. Wrong one. Where's it at? This one.
I'm going to next time I go to Lowe's, I'm going to see how much a ceiling fan is. So, I mean, I sweat over here, and he's down there freezing.
Okay. Got that. Now, I need some clay. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna play with something. A little something.
See if I can open that window. Norma,
You know,
you coming?
I gotta get a tile.
I was able to open up a window. Now watch all kind of bugs in that come in it. Birds or whatever. So, but I went to, I was telling you, I went to Lowe's and picked up these containers and some other stuff from there, you know? And
Right.
went over to Giant Eagle as I always do, and I always play the lottery machines, you know, picked out my lottery machines. Now, I love bingo, but I do not buy the bingo card. Okay? And like I don't know if I ever told you, what I do is I go over to the machine. Oh, you're going to stay in chat? Okay, Norm. What I was going to say is I do not play the bingo one because I have no patience for it. I want to scratch, and I want to scratch big type of thing. Anyways, so I went and waited for this lady, and she wasn't, and she was buying lots and lots and lots. So when the other machine got and you know, lady left, I went over and I'm like, I'm not getting a good vibe from this machine, so I skipped it, you know. And I waited and she left. I put my money in, and I was buying a $10 one, and I was buying a $5 one. That's what money I had. You know, cash on me. Anyways, when I did that, I put mine in, and a bingo, a $20 bingo came out. Okay, and at that point, I said, "Oh man!" So I looked up, and my money's still been in the thing. So I just hit what I was going to hit, anyways. You know, my 2 cards I wanted. I went out to the car when I was done buying mine. I went out to the car and I scratched it, and I just did the what's that called, the bar down at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here it was worth $100.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I come home and I said to my husband, I must be the freaking luckiest person. You know, I mean, I just won $200 the other night on a $10 ticket. And I won $50 too that night. It's just like, I can't believe what I've been winning lately, you know?
But that's
I'm a-
good. Don't
Yeah.
you
I know,
yourself.
right?
But I am a very lucky person. That's why I don't, you know, have anybody give me stuff. I mean, I've always been a very pretty lucky person. You know, God watched out for me for years and years and years.
Oh my goodness, this thing don't want to open.
Back in there. I don't need you out here. Ugh.
Okay.
Alright, let's trim off
Man, that
the rest.
Norma's staying in the chat. She probably has kids there, or she really don't want to hear our noise. You know?
No, she's relaxing. I don't think the kids
Yeah,
are
I
there.
know. She'd probably not feel good.
She's probably working on her album.
I don't even want to hear it. I'm so far behind on mine.
I haven't even started, so talk about far behind.
It's like, whatever. I get it when I get it.
Yep. Like we said, you have to be in the mood for it, and that's the whole thing about when you're designing, and you have to be in the mood for it.
I ain't been in the mood for much of
It's
anything
called
lately.
Old Birds Still Alive. I don't know what's that Betty has to say down there, that old bat?
I don't know. It's not showing up on mine. Isn't that weird?
She wrote, "What's this called? The old bird still alive?"
That'll
Yeah,
work.
she must be talking about me.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, she talking about us. I mean, like, it's like she's some spring chicken, you know?
You too.
Betty, you ought to come up with us. Just chit chat.
She
That's all
won't.
we're doing. Hanging out.
She won't. She won't even do that. Believe me. She's lucky she
She'll
goes, "Hi,
surprise
Violet."
you one day.
No,
It'll be a day when you don't invite her. She'll say, well, you didn't invite me up. All right, to come.
no. She won't do it because you know why?
Hmm.
She don't want you all to hear her sexy voice.
Okay.
I don't know. She wrote note. What does that mean, note? You got a note from the doctor? Oh. No, she said. Thank you. Heck, she don't even when we talk, she don't want on the camera. She just wants to talk. She'll talk on the phone, but then she cuts me off. This is I'm done talking to you type, you know. I'm like, oh,
Hey, you ain't got nothing to say.
no,
Why bother?
she don't do that. I just tease. Okay.
Paper clips.
Music
Okay.
must be high.
Mm,
Huh.
those were saying.
Wonder how she feels that I'm high.
Okay, I need
I mean, like, I'm saying the truth about you.
yellow. Red. Another green.
Hello, highway.
Hi, Howard.
Okay. I got to get a paper towel because I'm going to make a mess. I know it.
I hear you on that. I'm always making a mess anymore. I gotta get the thing and clean this right by it, paint and all kinds of stuff on it. Blue.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
Let's see. I do.
Everyone. Big piece too. Okay, well, where's the bags I did? Oh, shoot. I swear, I'd lose my brain if it wasn't in place.
You sound like me.
Yeah.
I'm separating all my scraps of what is this called? That I have scraps of fabric.
Remnants.
Gremlins, yeah.
Ugh.
I got in my mind that I want to do some blankets for
I don't like that.
dogs and that, and cats, the home shelters, whatever you want to call. I want to do that, so I want to make sure of the colors of it. What am I going to do with this? I can put it in. I have to do these in here. I just got a rubber band. Oh well. Mm. And thank you for doing the bingo tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. No problema. I love playing bingo.
I love it too. I missed it.
Any excuse to play bingo.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure what was going on with, that timing that you got to go there all the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna escape for
Mhm.
at least the hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Norma. I'm gonna escape for that hour and a half from the class.
Hmm.
They can move on without me. I'll be back. I'll be back, like Arnold. I'll be back.
Playing Arnold Schwarzenegger on us.
Yep.
She says, I'll be
I
back.
think that's all I can fit in
I'll be
there. I can't fit anything else.
I made a mess. I sprayed alcohol
Squeeze that in there somehow.
everywhere. So, clean up my disaster.
Okay.
What exchange, Norma?
Yeah, I'm making this is a swap, and what I'm doing is it was supposed to be an Altoid can decorated. All right, let me put this on the floor before I drop it. It's an Altoid
love-
can decorated, and we're supposed to fill it up with little trinkets. So I put a little glass bottle, a little glass dangle bead. I put some cabochons and the glass. I put resin pieces. I put flowers,
It was so pretty.
bows, bees. Uh, these are little acrylic things. I have bows. I have hearts. I put a teapot in there, which is a charm. I put a couple of angels. I put some dragonflies. This has to go in the bottom, but this is how I decorated the inside. I put a clock and I took, oh, it's connecting me to Zoom. I gotta
We
leave
just
the
need to-
meeting.
We need to nickname you Kitchen Sink Crafter. Because you put everything
Yes,
but
so
the kitchen sink.
I
Yeah.
put the little clock in there, and it has roses in the center. And then I put a little acrylic butterfly there. On the bottom here, it has a piece of paper, the napkin that I used. Um, Then I decorated the top with pearls. I could only do the square here because it wouldn't turn. And then on the side you close it, it's rose gold. And I put lace all the way around. And I have to make sure, that this is not high enough that's going to push it open. I may just put a rubber, and I got some tassels in there too. I got to put all this in there. I got some pretty beads, washi tape, and I'm going to put a cameo from here. Little cameo. I haven't even opened this packet, but I like to keep them in these boxes. So then that way, whenever I'm crafting, I can just pick and choose whatever I want. So let me get the napkin.
Like I said, kitchen sink crap.
This is the napkin that I used.
I love that napkin.
Yeah,
it's
that's what's on the bottom underneath all those trinkets. So she can empty them out and put them somewhere. She's got a little glass bottle, some embellishments. And I did the same thing over here. And I trimmed it with rose gold paint that I had around here.
well, the dog course is going on, so don't mind
And I
that.
put some flowers. So it has a little bit of dimension. But dismiss. So my other life is calling me because I'm supposed to get on Zoom. So I'm gonna put
Okay.
these buttons. These are buttons, and it's a cameo, little tiny cameo in black and white. So I'm gonna put that in there for her. A tiny little flower. Just drop it in there. I have some more buttons that I want to put in there, but I want to make sure that it closes. You know what? Let me use this because I'm gonna dump it. But that's what it looks like in the bottom.
So pretty.
And it's distressed in rose gold because the can is rose gold. So that's my show and tell.
So, one tell, I'm gonna tell you, you are a wonderful artist.
Thank you. Me, I repurpose anything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, me too.
I
Ah.
repurpose anything but the kitchen sink.
Well, that's why when you get boxes from me, it can be almost anything in there. I have no idea what I send you, because I got so much stuff.
I even have handmade beads, paper beads that I made.
Yeah.
Those are really pretty in gold.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah,
I mean,
supposed to do a class on it in the group, but I got a lot of tiny little butterflies that I had gotten from Timu, and I put them in there just as well. So all this is going to go right back in there. Put the washi tape down on the bottom. So,
okay,
it's
guys.
fun, but I gotta go.
My stuff. Sorry, guys.
I gotta go. They're calling me on the other end. Thank you for having me, and
You're
bye,
welcome.
ladies.
Bye, baby. Love you.
And I will see you at 5 Eastern time.
5
Okay.
Eastern.
Yep.
Alrighty, bye.
All right. Bye.
Come on.
I am not happy with this. So what do you do when you're not happy with it?
I look into another way to design it.
You peel it up.
Mhm.
You dry it off. And you redo it.
Mhm. Now, what are you making this time?
I have no clue. I just know I don't like the colors that it's got. So we're going to redo it.
Okay.
I'm going to redo. If you don't like it in the beginning, you're not more than likely not going to like it at the end.
It is so hot in this room. Mm. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh. So I rearranged my shelves again the other night.
You didn't fall doing it, did you?
No. There, I sit down usually when I do things because my legs do not hold very good at all. So mostly everything has to be sat down or on this chair. Oh, gosh. I'm like really burning up. I'll put this in there because it has buttons.
Where's the silk?
How long did it take you to drive?
About 9 hours.
9 hours. Yeah, if you leave in the middle of the night, it's less traffic.
Yeah, well, we got around the big towns before
Yeah.
they're,
The traffic part. Yeah, that's
yeah.
we always drove in the middle of the night. It makes it easier for you to
Well, yeah. I mean, we've always done it even going up to Indiana because we have to go up through Atlanta,
mhm.
Chattanooga, all that. And yeah. So,
This is leather. These are leather.
oh, come on.
I hear you.
You are not sticking to this clay. And you should. Whoever packed that tub of metal leaf really mucked it up.
My next project, I'll probably just go in, cut up the littler pieces, and make fillings out of them. You know,
Yeah.
fill things. My mind is going like every time I pick up a color, I'm like, oh, that would be, that'd make, and it's like, no, Kathy, just continue folding and putting it away.
It'll work out.
Yeah. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure, get somewhat more organized. Now, like, I don't have nobody to make a with this faces. They look like sharks or real, I don't tadpoles or whatever.
Right.
But I figured, well, I'll just figure out, make something that I can add that to for the coloring and that. So Add colors. I like my colors. Now, you know how it's funny when you said about knowing each other and that. I'm like, wonder if I know Edna is a bling bling, but I didn't know if you were a bling bling and that. And I was like, well, I wonder if she likes neutral colors, or, and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, I don't know what Joe likes. So,
Yeah, that's why I said I think it would be neat to do a live with us
yeah,
and where we get to know
the chat.
everybody,
Yeah.
I like vintage, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Debbie. You're welcome to come up, Deb. The link's up above. We're just talking about crafts and stuff like that.
I'm still waiting on my check.
Got it.
I had,
There, I can see
go
it.
ahead. I had these all separated when I was at the other house, but when I moved, I mean, I had them in nice big long drawers, and I had them all set up that I can open the drawer, see the color, see how big it was. I had to throw everything in anywhere I had room.
Just to
You know
get
what I
it.
mean? Just to make sure I didn't lose it all.
How you doing, Debbie? Oops. I'm telling you, today is not a day for Joe. Ugh.
Well, then don't do anything.
I want to do, I'm not focused. I hate that feeling.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's how I feel when I have to leave on if I'm hosting bingo. I don't want to leave. I gotta leave because I'll just be in anywhere and everywhere land, you know. Oh.
I got enough silver metal leaf all over me. Hang on a minute. I think I got to get the girls some water. Jack
Okay.
drank out of the water bowl. They won't drink after him. I got you, lady. Move. Move. I'll fix it. You've learned to drink after Jack.
I'm still working on my beaded cross stretch ornament. Well, mine's hanging up on there, and the other one's on the step ladder. So I already boxed up Joe's. Hers is ready to be do postage to it.
All right, folks. There you go. The big old dog ain't drank out of it. She's still working on the beaded cross stitch ornaments. Oh, that's cool. I haven't worked on much of anything. Get on there. Thank you. All right. Now,
Oh, it's a pretty puppies.
very little blue.
She's a lot. I think I just. Let's see. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay, I gotta get up the room done. I am planning on decorating my tree this year with just the ornaments I'm working on. Awesome. We don't celebrate anything in this house, but I'll decorate for like outside or something. Come on, just get in there. There we go. I want to lose you. Okay. Oh, shoot, it's so hot. I mean, pants, not shorts. Hi, Paula. Hi, Paula M. We're just doing crafts and that and talk mostly. Come on, just fold in there. Make a square. There we go. Oh, she's hot. I got to remember to buy some medium weight and that. Oh, I couldn't make it to that. I wanted to, but. Okay. This is prints. They're not. That's the only thing I got left to buy is backing. So for everything, I used up all mine. Okay, it's green. More green. This is a good size. Goes down there. Okay, oh, definitely good size. Down there. Oh, shoot, that's hot. Oh, shoot. gonna do. I don't wanna do it.
But he's now. Throw her up the bit.
How many?
Hi, Dennis.
Tay says hi.
Hello.
Have you already ate 1 or 2 boxes? Yeah. Have you ate them both? Because I know how you are with candy.
Good.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do that.
Mm.
You know.
Dennis, tell her that God will yell at you when you get up there.
I don't want him getting up there any sooner than he has to.
Yeah. Well, you really don't have that choice neither, but you know.
I know, but I don't try to rush it along.
Yeah.
Come on. Oops. Right. Right there. I want some. Okay. Ugh. Don't want it on me.
I need to go and get cold off.
All right, that looks good. I like those colors. What you think? Those colors look good together. Huh?
Oh yeah. Gorgeous.
Okay. Now, let's see if I put you out there. Kind of like that. That's going to be the bell for that. And this, I may do. Here.
Oh shoot. How'd your mom handle it?
Good.
Good? No, it's good.
Yeah. It was the dropping the phone in the toilet. Yeah. Like, it's okay, Mom. We can, it'll be okay.
Yep.
She's like, no.
I
What
can't
are
play
you,
my games.
like, what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Either buy another one or put it in rice and look for days and
Well,
days.
we tried the rice and
Yeah.
that didn't do it. So
No.
she'll get another one in the mail. We got insurance. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It'll be all right. Not a big deal.
I hear you.
But yeah, she was not a happy camper.
I don't blame her.
Oh,
I
I don't
really
either.
don't.
But
You
what
know,
you gonna do, you know?
nothing you can do.
You did, you did.
Things happen.
All right, let me get these up. Boy, I messed those up. Let's see if I can. Bless you. Bless you all day long.
Yes, thank you, because I'll tell you what, when I start that, that's all I do is sneeze, 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 sneeze.
All right, we're gonna leave it alone. This one.
Oh, shoot.
Get that in the oven. Not happy with one little spot right there. Okay, let me get these going. Ting, tinka, 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 tinka. I gotta kiss you. Gee, you act like I'm married to you or something. Jack, get in here. Back up. Come on. Ain't going out there. All right. That's a go. You'd think he knows me or something.
Who?
Dennis
Oh, mine don't know nothing.
tells me, give me a kiss.
You're lucky.
Mine.
Mine gives me kisses.
Shoot, I live with you. Isn't that enough?
Nope.
No. Guess not. Let me get my mess cleaned up. I can't leave my cutters and everything in a mucky mess. That'd drive me crazy. Yeah, I guess.
What?
He missed me.
Yeah.
I think Nova was happier to see me than anything. Crazy chicken. Norma, you ought to bring your butt up here.
I'll be back. I got to get these pants off and get into naked stuff. Oh, that's...
I got to clean up ink. I got a mess. I got an inky mess. Y'all don't forget now, Edna's going to be hosting bingo tonight. I'll be hosting back Monday. Gives me a couple of days to catch my breath. Norma, have you worked on your album, Annie? I got stuff cut out sitting here ready to go. I just ain't felt like dealing with it. Back is hurting. Oh, I understand. I was gone for a few days and hubby was sitting here. So, well, you get the idea. So now I've got to fix everything. I had my camera wasn't working, my sound wasn't working. I did get that fixed. So, yeah. When the cat's away, the mouse will play. All right. I'm going to sit up, wait for a few minutes for that to get done in the toaster oven. But yeah, that's what happened to my desk. You know, it didn't look this bad. Y'all seen it, me hosting bingo. I had plenty of room. It was nice.
But,
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get into shorts and I went out. So.
I'm going to have to go put something on TV for Nova. He didn't, and he left for work. And now you hear her. I'll be right back.
No problem. Oh, shoot. It's so hot. Plain color.
All right. Something's on National Geographic. Nova will live. Yeah, it started this small today. This is all I had to work with because hubby mucked it up. And I ain't been home that long. Yours always shrinks down. I've actually kept what I've been using out of my way pretty good today. Okay, she's not happy with National Geographic, evidently.
Mm.
She'll live.
You're talking to, she hears you talking to someone.
I know. She'll live. She's fine.
Yeah.
Crazy chicken.
Don't bother me.
It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm used to it after all these years.
Yeah. It's too quiet in this house. You know?
Oh, when I come in, he hadn't turned the air on out here. And oh my, it was so stuffy. So I had to get the air to get the room to cool down. I'm like, why did you turn the air off? I
You
got
weren't
cold. I'm like, it's 80 some degrees and you got cold.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Well,
I
see,
do have my pickle jar with my stuff ready to rust. I've got to get my peroxide, white vinegar, and salt, and it'll rest overnight. Yay.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear all what you were, your pickle and something.
You take peroxide,
Uh-huh.
vinegar,
Uh-huh.
and salt.
Yeah.
And I don't know the ratio of each. I just throw in, and that'll rest stuff overnight.
It'll rest or rest?
Rust. R-U-S-T, rust.
Rust. Okay.
Yeah. And all my stuff will be nice and rusty and vintage looking tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll feel like working on that album that me and Norma and Edna are supposed to be working on. Right, Norma Kay? But yeah, Debbie, I understand the workspace shrinking because you've got everything out and it slowly encroaches on you. I get it.
I'm going to tell you. Go ahead. I was going to say, I'm going to tell you, the only two things I like about this house is I got my own bathroom and I got my own room over here for all my crafts. There you go. That's my love of my house.
Norma says she's got to rust some things.
Yeah.
Where would we be without rusted things? But I've got some paper clips, a couple of different sizes. I've got bulb pins. I've got safety pins. I've got some of this metal trim to go in there. I've got some bulb clips. And I've got these, I don't know what these are called, y'all. I can find them. I use them as swing tabs. And they use them on picture frames sometimes. These little suckers.
They look like I'm sorry, I'm so far away from, I have to get up here to get close to them. Bring it up again.
Oops.
Wait a minute.
That's what they look like.
No, it's not in frame.
Well, it should be. I can see it on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, swing tabs for the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
There's a name for it.
I got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Ready to rust up. Trying to think if there's anything else in that mess.
No.
I don't think so. I think that's all I got.
Should I make something for? Wait a minute, where is it? Chicken for Betty because she's always talking about chicken.
Why not? Why not? Right now, I'm just working on a pendant and earrings that I just popped in the toaster. I know, right, Debbie? It's amazing how much we get done in such a small area. But we're working on, me and Norma and Edna are working on this album. This is as far as I've gotten. And that raises. And then you got this pocket, and it'll have photo mats in here. And there's a pocket back here also that I'll have to find something to put in. And then it opens. Is it open again? No, that's it. And then we got this. And then it's got a waterfall this away. And those will all be photo albums. And then it's got a big side tag pocket. And it's got a little pocket over here with another little insert. And then this is as far as I got. I've got the mats for here cut out. And I think this will do a flip down. So, and then that'll open and that. So I'm working on this now. So this will go here. And I've got the pocket. No, it goes, I think it goes that way. And it'll be a pocket.
There's blue.
And then that'll go there. And then I'll do some more stuff back here. And then I got one more fin here. And then we got the front and back cover, inside covers to work on. So, but that's as far as I got before, you know.
Yeah. You had to leave. That's plain colors.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I like the waterfall too. I got the idea from Genevieve because this is one of her templates. And I love working with her things because I don't have to do all that measuring. It's there. And you make albums, you know what a pain it is to do all the measurements and to get your mats correct and everything. It's not easy. And I was grateful she measured it out perfect for the waterfall to be centered. So you get a chance, Debbie, if you haven't, check out Jen of Eve Designs.
Okay, that's a big one.
Matter of fact, she came in one of my lives last month because I was having trouble getting something to download, and she helped me out with it. She's a very sweet person. So,
one big bag done. Now I gotta go get the other stuff, other ones. This is one of those that you put clothes in, you know, to suits and stuff like that.
oh, okay. A garment bag.
Yeah, that's what's filled with scraps.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the toaster to pop off. Well, the toaster oven. I did buy me a new toaster oven for when I get my craft area back.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm using our big toaster oven and I don't like using it. But I'll clean it really good and it'll be okay. But I did buy a small one when they went on clearance at Hobby Lobby
Yeah.
to use. So it's just a matter of time and getting things switched back up.
Yep. I know that very much.
And like I said, if anyone's waiting on me to cook dinner tonight, they're waiting on the wrong person.
Well, we pretty much have it that we fend for ourselves, me and him, because we're on two different eating times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So every once in a while, one of us will cook something.
Well, before we left, I went to Sam's and Walmart
Uh-huh.
and picked up things that the guys could fix for themselves, and there's plenty of like ham and Swiss and stuff like that left.
Yeah,
So that's what we're having for dinner tonight is sandwiches.
believe me, I understand that. It's probably what I'll end up eating too. Just a sandwich.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to figure out what's going on with my phone lately.
Yeah, my house and the computer and the internet. That's what I'm trying to wait and see what the heck's going on with that. Because I'm having okay, these are all the scarves. I'm going to make a scarf purse.
A scarf purse.
Yes.
Cool.
I like to come and make things that no one else would think of. Okay, these are scarves.
I got bags out in the car yet, I think.
Okay, this
I
is
think I have, yeah, because I bought 2 new lamps while I was gone. And I'm really anxious to get them hooked up. They were 50% off at a hobby clearance.
Yeah.
And I like the lighting from the lights.
Yeah.
I picked up more cardstock while I was gone. Well, being a paper crafter, you never have too much cardstock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I found in one of them it's a crackle medium for glass, the gallery glass stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, can I use it on my resin
Hmm.
and get the crackled glass effect? So I'm going to try that out one day. We like to buy things and experiment.
Yep.
And I still have to do 2 of my wheel of names. And I'll probably try and do them tomorrow because I owe for before I left. So I'll get them done, y'all. I promise.
I know what you mean.
It's just, I feel so far behind.
Don't worry
And
about it.
but I'm not that far behind, really. But
Yeah.
I feel like I am.
Yeah.
And I told Dennis I'm not going to let my anxiety get me to where I feel rushed
Yeah.
and mess something up. So it is what it is.
So I've made myself a thing to put my scissors and that in. So I'm happy about that.
Oh, nice.
So at my other house, I had that over here on the right hand side of me. I had hanging down where all my scissors was. Okay.
Yeah.
Over on the right hand side on the table was my collection of, clips, and pins and stuff like that. The tape measure, little tools for like the clean the what's that called? Clean the sewing machine and stuff like that. I had all over there. I had it so organized, and then we moved, and it was like, geez.
Oh, I know. I miss my space.
Yes.
That was just mine. I do miss that. But I'm grateful that I have my mom. So, yes, we get aggravated with each other. It's hard to have 2 women in one household.
Yep.
And we've been doing this now for 5 years. you know. And yes, Mom does go down and stay at her place when the weather's nice and she's redoing, but she's always got here, and she knows that. So.
Yeah.
And she's decided not to go up to Indianapolis this week. My sister has her daughter and her niece and a friend of hers is going to stay in Indianapolis when she has her surgery.
Mhm.
And her husband, of course, will be there. But he's not staying. He's going to travel back to Hanover because, you know, he still has to work.
Yeah.
And she'll be fine.
Yeah.
They caught it early. So it's like she said, Joe, at least mine wasn't a 16-pound tumor.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful. And it's stage 1. So, and they don't think that it's spread into her lymph nodes. Mine had. They had to take my lymph nodes. So a lot of different variables.
Yeah.
And it's like I told her, if I can beat it, you can.
Yeah.
So
I got pretty lucky on the ones I had. I had them on my throat. I had them on the voice box. I mean, all of
Oh.
a sudden, my voice would go. I'd be talking, and next thing you know, it'd be gone. I'd be talking funny, really, really funny, and that went on for years and years and years. And then went to a different doctor, and he goes, "You know, you need to get your tonsils out." I says, "Oh, okay, no problem." You know, bump, bump. Here, ever since then, I don't have. Well, I got the cancer cells, cancer lumps, or whatever, tumors, whatever you want to call them. I did get them out from the throat. That's so funny, is because I had cancer up my UTI, up my U, and I had it down my throat. And I'm thinking, well, what was I doing in my younger life?
Yeah.
No, he said,
Well, you know, I wasn't even sick.
yeah,
I had put on a good bit of weight, and I figured, you know, I'm over 50,
yeah,
and at the time, and you know, you get your happy age weight, you know.
yeah.
And I had done our yard work that day, mowed and weed eated, and
Mm-hmm.
Dennis had gone to the doctor, and I came in. I got to where I couldn't get my breath. I mean, I just couldn't. I couldn't take a good deep breath.
Yeah.
And I called Mom and I said, I think when Dennis gets back, I'm going out to the hospital. And she said, what's wrong? I said, I can't breathe. Well, finally, about 11 o'clock at night, because we got there around 8,
Mm-hmm.
this doctor comes in and he says, they'd done a CT scan and all kinds of stuff. And he says, do you have a living will? And I'm like, well, no.
Yeah. I was like, when
No,
they
he said,
that.
you need to get your affairs in order.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, they thought it was a 10-pound mass. He says, and I honestly, I don't think you're going to survive. And I'm like,
What?
okay. You know, he says,
Yeah.
we have an ambulance coming. They're going to take you down to, it was MCG, Medical College, Georgia, at that time here in Augusta,
Mm-hmm.
from Eisenhower on post, because they're not equipped to handle. And I said, okay, can't my husband drive me down? Mom and Dennis were right there. And he's like, no, we want you to go in the ambulance. We don't want you waiting around in the waiting room.
Yeah.
You know, okay. So Dennis is like, well, what do you want me to do? I said, I want you to go home and I want you to get up in the morning and go to work. Things haven't changed just because I'm in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Monday. I had I have an IVC filter because I had so many blood clots, and they had to put that in me on Thursday. I had to get the shots in my stomach for the blood clots. They done surgery Friday morning. It was about a 9-hour surgery. It turned out it was a 16-pound tumor connected to my left ovary, and the shape of it, they thought it had fused to my lungs. That's why I wasn't able to breathe. And they got it all out. They took cervix, uterus, ovaries, fat panels, lymph nodes. I lost over 20 pounds in surgery.
Wow.
And so that was Friday. I got out Sunday because Monday was one of my granddaughter's 10-year birthday.
Mhm.
And I told them I was getting out. I was leaving there Sunday, one way or the other. And the doctor's like, I don't think you're going to be able to leave. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
I said, I've got a grandchild that's turning 10, and you only become a double-digit midget once in your life.
Yeah.
And so I did. I got out by noon on Sunday. I was fine. I go to my oncologist. Well, I used to have to go every 3 months.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
it was every 6 months. Now it's once a year. I have to go see my oncologist. And she's amazing. And I went shopping Monday because April wanted a bicycle. And we had to find one with training wheels. And we had her party Monday night. I've been fine ever since.
I had shortly after, let's say about a year or two after, they finally found a big lump behind my heart, and they had to go through in on the side. I was lucky on that much. And
Oh, yeah.
that was my most scariest one because, yeah, it was the heart, and it was just like, what am I going to do? I was still kind of on the younger side when this was. I think I was in my 30s at the max.
Yeah. Do you still go, and when you go do you go once a year to your oncologist?
Mine died.
Oh,
And no, I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
well, they
I'm
do
at
it
that
with a
point.
blood test to see if you have any cancer cells. And
Well,
thank God I have been cancer free for 7
yeah.
years.
Well, see,
So,
I have to go all the time for blood work every 4 months, 4 months. Anyway, so they usually, I think, pretty sure he just gives me a battery of tests. I mean, all I know is those
I know that.
those vampire people just drive me nuts.
Oh yeah, they'll take 4 tubes out of me every
Oh,
4 to 6 months. But this is a special blood test that they have to order.
yeah.
And
I mean,
yes, Debbie, it was good news.
yeah.
You
I
know,
get 10 to 20 of them taken. That's how many tubes they always take from me.
I've
And
never had that many, thank goodness. I don't think I'd be able to walk.
well, like I said, with all the different kinds of cancer I had, and I'm prone to having an aneurysm and that too. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm at the doctor's a lot more than I am at home.
Right.
So, but
Yeah, they've got a recall on the IVC filter. And they went in to try and take mine out, and
yeah.
they can't get it out.
Oh,
But they are prone to, what it is it looks like a little teepee, and it opens and closes when you breathe and things. And
yeah.
they go in your jugular to do it. And it catches the blood clots so they don't go through your heart.
Yeah, it's a strainer.
And there's a recall on it because they have been breaking off and killing people,
Mm.
and they can't get mine out. So I'm like, does that make me a walking time bomb? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
that it is. You
it
know?
is what it is. And,
Yep.
you can't live life in fear.
Nope.
So,
See, I had uterus cancer. I had ovaries. They had to take everything out of me when they found out what I had. So it was like they said, I said, I don't care. Don't tell me. Just do what you got to do because I really don't want to know because then I'll worry more, you know?
well, when they did mine, they caused my bladder to tilt.
Yeah.
And so now I have leakage. Never had leakage before.
Yeah.
And I'm telling the doctor, and she's like, yeah, your bladder tilted a little bit during surgery. And I'm like, well, why didn't you fix it? 'Cause she's like, we can go back in and tie it up. And I'm like, why didn't you do it while you were in there? And she's like, well, you didn't sign a consent for that. And I'm like, but I didn't sign a consent for you to cause it to tilt either.
Yep.
So, yeah, I can't take any of the hormone replacement because of the strain of cancer it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So there is no sweetie pills, as my husband would call them,
Well,
you know.
I'm myself. I just whatever happens anymore. I just don't want to know. You know, I'm living life as a daily experience, and you know, God will take me when He wants me to be gone. So
Well, I was like pre-menopause before
yeah,
all that happened. And, that makes you kind of witchy with a bee.
yeah,
And after that, I become witchy with the bee and pissy at the same time. So,
oh, yeah. Believe me, I'm always putting some on. So, oh shoot,
so not to offend anybody, I get bitchy and pissy all at once.
oh yeah, I know what that means,
And that's just life.
and that's why
It
I
looks
said
like
I'm who I
school.
am. I am who I am. And for me, I have different personalities. Some work and some don't. And if you don't like them, all the different personalities, that's okay. I didn't, you don't have to deal with it on a daily basis like I have to.
Right. Well, there are times when I guess
Mhm,
I have anxiety, depression, PTSD.
mhm. Yeah,
And when I sit and I look at my craft mess,
yeah,
it gets my anxiety going. And then you
yeah.
start trying to do a little something and you get overwhelmed and then you get depressed
Mhm.
and then you shut down.
Yeah.
And it's a vicious cycle. And
Yep, it is.
if you don't have anxiety and depression, you won't get it. You just mentally you won't understand how one can feed off the other
Oh
and
yeah.
vice versa. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's nuts, really.
And that's what I am. I'm nuts and I don't care. I mean, I don't want other people call me it, but I am nuts. But don't use it as a weapon against me. I mean, I don't like
Right.
that. I mean, I can't do nothing about it.
You
But
know,
I do, you know.
I have learned that most crafters, creative people
Uh-huh.
have some type of a illness
Yes.
because that's an outlet for us when we can't do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Boy,
me
if
go
your box wasn't filled, I would have sent these to you. All these doilies and that.
pull my clay pieces out of the toaster.
Okay, where we can put them in there.
Oh, these are pretty.
This goes in there. Oh, it's so hot.
Those came out pretty. What do you think?
Oh, this has got a pattern.
See?
I have to
I
get
like-
over to the other area to see.
You see?
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. You know what?
All right. Let it cool. It's hot, hot, hot.
I made.
Try and get them off this tile without. So I can
This will
clean my tile. I got the spinnies on my phone. I think we're getting ready to get a storm.
Yeah. You know why I couldn't see anything?
Why?
Because I had us both up there.
Oh.
Stupid Kathy.
Thank you, Debbie. Let me clean this up. I can't stand to put my things away dirty.
Yeah.
I've never understood crafters who,
Left their
Just-
stuff that
and it's like, you're going to have to, they have to clean it before they can use it. It's like, why didn't you clean it
because I'll buy another one.
before you put it away? It's not that difficult to
I know.
clean your.
I'm not. I don't use a lot of things that I would have to deal with that kind of stuff. So, but I mean, like paintbrushes and stuff like that. That yes, I just
Yeah.
go
Well,
buy
like
new.
my tiles, people just put them away with resin and ink on them, and it's like, why? It doesn't take 2 minutes to clean them up.
Well, that's 2 minutes my brain had work.
All right, there's that little piece. Make sure I've got it all
Oh, shit.
nice and smoothed.
Okay.
And these will be ready to resin.
I'm so hot, and I got that window all the way open.
What is your temperature up there today?
I don't know. I'm away from the computer. I don't even know where it is right now. Let me see. My phone is covered, but let's find out. Wait a minute. $69 right now.
Oh, that ain't too bad. What are we? We are 88, feels like 90.
I don't know what mine feels like. It's just
And
saying
let's see, do we have humidity? Where's our humidity? I know it's humid.
yeah. Well, it's humid up here too, so it's like
Oh, yeah.
very hot.
No, we're not too bad. We're only 40%, but our dew point's at 61, so not too bad. Bye, Debbie.
Bye, Debbie.
And yes, we'll be in Edna's bingo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting an end to this real soon.
Okay.
Now, I got to go over to the other room so I can be in front of a fan at least until I can cool off. Let's see what I did here.
Yeah, I hated turning air on this early in the year, but can't do without it down here. You just
Yeah. Well, in the wintertime, I use it too. So it's not like, that's why I have my air conditioner still up, but they're just not connected to the windows.
right.
I have portable ones I can take from room to room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I bought myself 2 of those, and I wasn't leaving those behind. I carried them down. No, I didn't carry them down. I made sure that they were put in to be brought with me. And I says, you make sure those go upstairs.
Well, yeah. I don't blame you. You bought them, take them with you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Come
with
on.
this the way this air condition is, you can only have, like, he can have heat on, but I couldn't have my air on up here. So that's the hard thing about it. Let's see, let's put this.
Poor old Dennis, he's always cold.
My husband is always cold too. Believe me.
It can be 70 degrees and he's cold. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Those are ready to get resin. And
Oh, shoot.
get all prettied up. I think I'm gonna kind of do that one.
Scraps and that. I'm
Make it
almost done.
double. Then
Huh?
this and this
Here.
will have this little
Okay.
bug for the earrings. Oops, come on, get over there.
Okay. Go.
That'll work. That'll be cute.
Okay. Wrong stuff. Oh. Okay.
I like that.
There we go. This goes there. This goes there. Let's just put these down in there. I've got room for them. Okay. You go down there too, but I don't know how to.
All right. And yes, I'm smoking a cigarette. I am.
Well, that's what else I was just going to say. I was going to put this down as soon as I finish this little pal.
I needed a cigarette.
I really don't smoke that much. I mean, I go through a carton of cigarettes about a month and a half.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. And, I mean, like, be honest with you, I am trying to stop, and I'm going to start, what is that called? Exercising. So I want to be able to do walking and that. So I might be out walking when you guys, but say bye to everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone. Love y'all. See you in Edna's. Okay.
I think that'll work.